Noswaith pawb a croeso. A very good evening to you all and welcome to the 10th Annual Staff and Student Awards. For the last decade, we have dedicated this evening to recognise those that show exemplary dedication to the student learning experience and community here at AberSU University, as you are a part of what makes living and learning here very special. Having panelled this event now for the third time running, I thought I had seen it all, but as I'm sure we can all agree, this year has been like none other. In this new world, we've been challenged to come up with fun, creative and innovative ways to make learning accessible. From learning languages through baking to inviting our furry friends to join us in the classroom, it was clear from students that we have many creative individuals among us to whom we owe so much credit, as in a time spent mostly apart, you've done all you can within and beyond the classroom to make students feel anything but alone. As always, reading through this year's nominations brought me so much joy, as it not only showed me all the things that our staff and students have been up to this year, but it also reminded me for a final time just how much our students love AberSU. To everyone nominated this year, I'd like to personally thank you for the positive impact you've had on our students. Your inspiration, guidance, hard work and support has not gone unnoticed, and you should all be so very proud. Finally, this evening will be a little different than normal, as with some help from some special guests, we'll also be celebrating the 10th anniversary of the awards. With all that said, let's move on to the true reason we're all here. You. On with the awards.
Hey everyone, hope you're having a beautiful evening. I'm really proud to present the first award of the evening, which is for Student Mentor of the Year. This award recognises a student that has had a lasting impact on one or more of their peers as a mentor, supporting students and helping to inspire and motivate them through their course. A great mentor is one that shares compassion and empathy with their mentees, whilst also providing a safe, encouraging environment to share student concerns, present insight to their department and to the wider university. The nominees for this year's Student Mentor of the Year are Amy Gaskell from Psychology for being a positive and welcoming mentor who has put students in contact with a lot of additional services, provided help with time management and studying. Kat Oliver from AberSU for sharing valuable guidance, information and motivation, whilst also being available to those students that need a hand or simply just a chat. Lauren Rebecca Middleton from English and Creative Writing for providing a positive and welcoming space to discuss difficulties, whilst also providing support and suggestions to help. The winner of this award has shown great care and understanding for their mentees, whilst providing a space to share issues when needed, or simply just a chat. It is through their ability to listen and to facilitate conversations that they are able to provide help with advice and motivation. In addition to this, this mentor has also shown a student just how important it can be to have someone who will listen to worries and to help through their problems in order to move forward. The winner of this award is Kat Oliver. Congratulations. I'd like to now welcome back Chloe Wilkinson-Silk, who will now introduce the 10-year countdown.
To celebrate the 10th year of the Staff and Student Awards, we wanted to do something extra special. So we've decided to do a 10-year countdown, inviting previous education and academic affairs officers to join us in taking a look back at the previous big achievements and changes across the university and Students' Union. As higher education institutions, our ability to constantly develop and adapt to ensure that students receive the best education and experience is something that we're all very proud of. We hope that you enjoy our 10-year countdown this evening. To start the countdown, I'd like to invite Bethan Foraker, Education Officer for 2010-11, and Jessica Lee, Education Officer for 2011-12.
Noswaith pawb, evening all, and welcome to the 10-year countdown. We first look back at December 2010, when the vote was passed in the House of Commons to raise the tuition fee cap to £9,000. Knowing the impact this would have, the Students' Union worked with the university over the next year to understand what study spaces could be improved and how charging £9,000 a year would be used appropriately for the student experience. While the subsequent rise in tuition fees has been one of the biggest changes in higher education over the past 10 years, it has led to major developments in how both the union and the university respond to student feedback.
In 2011-12, a number of projects were completed by the university, including the opening of the Phenomic Centre at Gwobrau and the completion of the AberSU building, which you know has many green credentials. In addition, after successfully campaigning, the Students' Union was a much needed 24-hour study space which was opened in Laura Place. And of course, 2011-12 academic year was the first ever Student-led Teaching Awards, which was held on the 24th of May. The awards were inspired by a successful event at the University of Edinburgh and were adapted by the Students' Union to celebrate teaching excellence, support staff and student representatives alike. 10 years on, it's just wonderful to see that this has become an annual event, and I'm proud that the university continues to celebrate learning and teaching in this way.
The next award is Personal Tutor of the Year. This award recognises a personal tutor who is passionate about helping students and ensuring their time at university is the best it can be. This member of staff provides excellent levels of pastoral care, support and guidance. The nominees are Susan Chapman, School of Education, for taking the time to understand individual issues as well as caring about both the academic achievements and well-being of students. Sarah Lindop, AberSU Business School, for providing support with accommodation and student well-being, as well as helping to set up the new Business School Society. Margaret Ames, Department of Theatre, Film and Television Studies, for providing great advice and motivation when students are in need of support. And Julie Jones, AberSu Business School, for actively reaching out to students and ensuring they receive guidance or solutions to help with their academic issues. The winner of this award was described as approachable, caring and someone who is understanding of student circumstances. They allow for students to talk through their issues and provide useful guidance or help to give a second opinion with decisions they are unsure of. By caring for both well-being and academic achievements, they also help to identify further opportunities and is someone who celebrates student achievement when they achieve their best. The winner of this award is Susan Chapman. Congratulations. As the Education Officer in 2012-13, I'd now like to invite Jessica Lee back to continue the 10-year countdown.
Moving on to 2012-2013, the Student Union found itself receiving praise in Parliament following the publication of the Student Housing Survey Report, which looked into raising standards of student housing in AberSU and to educate students on their rights and responsibilities as tenants. The importance of this work and the survey is something that still takes place on a regular basis. With the university, new opportunities for students to study through the Welsh language were secured through the Coleg Cymraeg Cenedlaethol with 4 academic posts. The university also secured funding for the Enterprise Business Competition to support and invest in students who have an idea for a new product and services which could be turned into a successful business venture.
Postgraduate Teacher of the Year is the next award. It's not just lecturers who positively impact your academic experience. Many postgraduates take on teaching responsibilities in addition to their full-time study, and this award recognises a postgraduate student who makes an outstanding contribution when teaching, leading a seminar or demonstrating. The nominees are Eisteddwch Davis, Department of Theatre, Film and Television Studies, for providing helpful and friendly support during online classes, as well as offering constructive feedback to improve students' writing. Mae UMAber, Department of Geography and Earth Sciences, for delivering engaging seminars and helping students to further understand seminar content and assignments. Finally, Yao Wang, AberSu Business School, for her willingness to actively help students both with academic queries and support outside of the classroom. The winner of this award was nominated 11 times, which just shows how much of a positive impact this individual has on many students. Their willingness to help others and friendly, positive nature was mentioned numerous times. Not only did they make time to answer students' questions and provide further understanding within the classroom, but they have also helped many Chinese students throughout this pandemic. This included distributing health packs from the Chinese embassy, helping students to settle when they move to Aber, and organising online activities. The winner is Yao Wang. Congratulations. I'd now like to invite Grace Burton, the 2013 and 14 Students' Union Education Officer, to continue to the 10-year countdown.
Following on from the success of the Students' Union Housing Survey Report, a petition was launched to the Welsh Assembly which led to a commitment to run a full consultation on private sector accommodation in Wales. The campaign also saw development of a model contract by Ceredigion County Council for landlords and students, and as a result of those achievements, in 2014, the Students' Union won both Campaign of the Year and Officer Team of the Year at the NUS Wales Awards. Earlier in the same year, positive steps were taken towards tackling the stigma and discrimination faced by people with mental health problems, with the University and Students' Union together becoming the first in Wales to sign the Time to Change pledge. This year will also be remembered by many of us for the storms that caused significant damage to the promenade in Aberystwyth. Due to safety concerns, those living in seafront university accommodation were evacuated up to Penguys campus, and once the storms had subsided, students were keen to get involved in the local clean-up efforts.
The next award is the Support or Service Staff Member of the Year. Your university experience isn't just confined to your lectures. This award recognises those members of the university community who provide outstanding support or enhance your experiences outside of the classroom. This might be a staff member who provided you with wellbeing support, a member of security who helped you with an issue late at night, or friendly hospitality staff serving you food and drink. The nominees are as follows. Firstly, Christina Evans from Student Support and Career Services for being a welcoming and supportive Go Wales development advisor who has helped students to gain work experience or find Go Wales placements. Secondly, Rebecca Mitchell from Theatre, Film and Television Studies for being a positive and helpful staff member who prepares spaces for workshop, delivers equipment and helps to make sure that students have the best experience possible. Thirdly, Lorraine Spencer from Student Support and Career Services for her genuine care and kindness they show in helping students to sort their future plans and gain relevant work experience. And lastly, Dina Mulholland from Student Support and Career Services for helping a student to develop different support strategies as well as helping to improve their written work and research skills. The winner of this award received a number of nominations, all of which highlighted their caring and helpful nature. Furthermore, they work hard to make sure that students find work experience or Go Wales placements, and students are grateful that they have been able to work with this staff member to gain these opportunities. One of the nominations ended with, "I'm very grateful for the genuine care they show for my future." The winner of this award is Lorraine Spencer. Congratulations. As the Education Officer in 2014 and 2015, I'd like to invite Grace Burton to continue the 10-year countdown.
With the proposed closure of Pantycelyn in 2013 and continued uncertainty over its future, in 2014 and 15, significant campaigning efforts and protests were undertaken by UMAber. After lengthy discussions between UMAber, the Students' Union and the university, On the 22nd of June 2015, the University Council finally formalised the university's intention to refurbish the halls within the next 4 years, which was a huge success for Welsh language students and the wider Welsh culture. Campaigning by the Students' Union also continued, which aimed to ensure that postgraduate students with teaching responsibilities were considered as employees and treated fairly by the university. There was further cause for celebration at the Students' Union this year, when we received 1,113 nominations for that year's Student-Led Teaching Awards. This was a record which remains unbeaten to this day, and of course one of my proudest achievements. So, as we continue celebrations this evening, I'd like to invite Amy Goodwin, who is the Students' Union's Academic Rep and Volunteering Coordinator, to present the next award.
We now move on to the next award, Student Volunteer of the Year, awarded to an individual whose volunteering has had a clear and tangible impact on their group, project or cause. They will have shown a high level of commitment and be a positive role model for student volunteering and AberSU. The nominees are Ian Place from UMAber for dedicating hours of his time to maintain Penglais Community Garden, as well as researching and testing new methods to develop garden projects. Adam Berlinger from Law and Criminology for his dedicated involvement to organise events and activities for the Law Society, as well as helping students to voice their feedback as part of his FAST faculty officer role. Marta Donato from Department of Theatre, Film and Television Studies for helping international students to feel settled here at Aber, as well as her campaigning work for women's rights as the Students' Union's Women's Officer. And finally, Megan Lindburn from Law and Criminology for working tirelessly to run the Mooting Society, as well as organising and preparing students to enter competitions. The winner of this award has dedicated their time to a number of volunteering roles this year, all of which see the individual engage and help as many students as possible. They have dedicated their time to organise events and activities that provide social and educational opportunities for members of the Law Society. In addition, they have actively collected student feedback and ensured that the student voice is heard by attending every faculty meeting this year and presenting reports. They show a genuine passion for their volunteering roles and have built good relationships with both staff and students to ensure successful outcomes that benefit students. Clongavachade, congratulations to the winner of this award, Adam Burlingham. To continue the 10-year countdown, I'd now like to invite Lauren Marks, the Education Officer from 2015-16.
In 2015-16, there were several significant changes driven by the Students' Union that helped to benefit our postgraduate students in particular. In December 2015, the Postgraduate Employment Charter was signed by the Students' Union and the university, which ensures fair rates of pay and better support for postgraduates who teach. In addition, we successfully lobbied the university to recognise postgraduate students in write-up for council tax exemption. This was something we were particularly proud of, as it has had long-lasting continued benefits on postgraduate students and because we successfully challenged legal inconsistencies to achieve this significant policy change. Also during this academic year, students benefited from the library being open for 24 hours during exam periods for the first time. And finally, we created the Staff and Socks campaign following a tragic loss in the student community. This campaign has continued to raise thousands of pounds for mental health causes and demonstrates the continued commitment of AberSU students to supporting those who may be affected by mental health struggles. I'd now like to invite the Academic Affairs Officer-elect, Elizabeth Manners, to present the next award of the evening.
The next award is Supervisor of the Year, awarded to an undergraduate or postgraduate supervisor who gives outstanding supervision as part of a project, dissertation or thesis. This may be by providing motivation, feedback and exceptional guidance that helps to provide clear direction for a student's work. They may also inspire passion for the chosen area of study, promoting opportunities for professional development or further research. The nominees are Berit Bliesman de Gwobrau, AberSU Business School, for providing continuous inspirational support and constructive feedback throughout a student's PhD journey. Alex Mangold, Modern Languages, for providing thorough feedback and guidance to improve written work, as well as inspiring a student to pursue a career in academia. Simon Payne, Psychology,
for supporting and motivating a student to take ownership of their project by providing guidance and further opportunities to develop their confidence. The standard of nominations in this category was particularly impressive, so congratulations to all of those shortlisted. However, the winner of this award was chosen because of their willingness to provide academic support and reassurance, as well as encourage the involvement in further academic opportunities which have helped to develop the students' confidence in their own research abilities. The nominations finished with, "The most valued aspect of my supervision is that they regularly remind me that it is okay to make mistakes." And the winner of the award is Simon Payne. Congratulations. Just before we have an interval this evening, I'd now like to invite Chloe Wilkinson-Silk to present the next award.
We now move on to our special mention, awarded to an individual or group specially selected by the panel to recognise an outstanding contribution beyond our traditional award categories. It's not every year that a special mention is awarded, but this year's special mention was selected for being the definition of an all-rounder, receiving glowing nominations for just about every aspect of student life. Not only were there 31 nominations across all but one of our awards, but they also had members of their departments shortlisted for 5 different categories, including both staff and student awards. This made this department the most shortlisted department of the year. Across our awards categories, members of this department were described as positive, dedicated, empathetic, humorous, and passionate about their work. Most importantly, they're passionate about their roles in helping students. From outstanding student representation to delivering quality academic content and future planning, it was clear from the nominations that students truly value this department and so many individuals within it, and that their overall student experience has been amazing because of this. With so many nominations and the clear positive impact individuals within this department have had on students during a very difficult year, the panel felt it was right to recognise everyone's contributions, and therefore we would like to award our special mention to the Department of Theatre, Film and Television Studies. Congratulations!
Welcome back. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of the awards. We are halfway through our 10-year countdown, and we continue into the evening by remembering the achievements of 2016-2017. Following the success of the extended library hours, this year we saw Hugh Owen Library accessible for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during term time. We also saw a year where our newly refurbished university gym facilities opened. This was following a £250,000 investment. Extra investment also went into the Students' Union, and this was there to support volunteering projects, academic representation and postgraduate students. We as a Students' Union also had a number of reasons to celebrate. We brought together our sports, societies and our newly transformed staff and student awards evening into a single Celebrates week, where we aimed, and I think we succeeded, in recognising students and staff's contributions across the whole university community. And I had the absolute privilege that year of hosting our first ever new student and staff celebration evening. This was also a great year for AberSU nationally as well, as we won NU West Wales' Higher Education Students' Union of the Year award.
So we're now moving on to the Open Category Award, a new award for this year. So this award gives freedom for individuals to be nominated outside of the defined category awards, and was developed as a way to recognise both staff and students for any positive contribution or impact they've had towards the university, the Students' Union and or individual student experience. The winners of the Open category receive a uniquely named award as chosen by the panel, which reflects the reason for their nomination. So, the winners of the award are Beth Wright from Geography and Earth Sciences, and Joel Adams from Computer Science. So, Beth has been awarded the Community Outreach Champion for her work creating mask straps during the first lockdown, which helped to reduce the discomfort of wearing masks for long periods of time. In total, she made and distributed over 400 of these items to NHS workers on the front line, as well as teachers that had to remain in school. In addition to supporting the local community, she's also supported the student and university community through her work as the Students' Union Environmental and Sustainability Officer. As well as attending university meetings to ensure the student input, she's also begun to set up the Flip the Switch campaign, which encourages students to reduce energy consumption in their accommodation. Finally, over the past year, she's also helped to raise over £1,100 for Mind and Papyrus. Well done, Beth, for your fantastic efforts. And congratulations, you've done amazing. And now on to Joel. Joel has been awarded the Academic Community Champion as the creator and admin of the Computer Science Community Discord server. So this platform was set up at the start of the very first lockdown in response to everything moving online and to maintain communications across the department. Since then, he has actively maintained and moderated the platform and does this on top of his university studies. The Discord server has made a real impact to the departmental community, and his hard work to make sure it is well run has not gone unnoticed. Furthermore, even though students have a limited chance to meet in person, students have still been able to socialise and make friends by online events and discussions that take place. Well done, Joel, for your fantastic efforts this year, and congratulations. Now I would like to invite Emma Beecham, the 2017-2018 Students' Union Academic Affairs Officer, to continue the 10-year countdown.
The biggest achievement of the year 2017-18 was without a doubt the university being awarded TEF Gold, which is the highest rating from the Teaching Excellence and Student Outcomes Framework for consistently delivering outstanding teaching, learning and outcomes for students. Over the course of the academic year, the Students' Union worked closely with the university to develop several policies, including the completion of a full examinations process audit, part of which now ensures a full 24 hours between exams for all students. We also updated the student representation section of the Academic Quality Handbook, which has made positive changes and improved understanding of the academic rep role their election, and awareness and outcomes from student staff consultative committees. Finally, the Students' Union won 2 UK-wide awards this year, including the NUS People Award and the NUS Democracy Award. I'd like to invite Wojciech Salski, the Opportunities Officer, to present the next Staff and Student Award.
The next award is Student Staff Member of the Year. It's not just staff that provides services here at AberSU University. This award recognizes those students who have positive manner towards their work and go above and beyond to provide outstanding service. Those students within departments, hospitality, accommodation, sports center, and any COVID support roles could be recognized. The nominees are Tom Mumford from Computer Science for taking on several student staff roles and putting in 100% of the effort, and Kai Jackson from Psychology for working hard to help and inform students as part of her resident assistant role. The winner of this award is a student ambassador and moderator with the Computer Science department. Not only does he want to help the university in any way he can, but he also was described as someone who always puts in 100% of the effort into his roles. Congratulations to the winner of this award, Tom Mumford. I'd now like to invite Megan Hatfield, the 2018-19 Students' Union Academic Affairs Officer, to continue with the 10-year countdown.
Good evening, everyone. At the start of this academic year, the university achieved more impressive accolades when it was rated the top university in both England and Wales for student satisfaction as part of the NSS, and was awarded the Times and Sunday Times University of the Year for teaching quality. In doing so, the university became the first HE institution to receive the award 2 years in succession. The hard work of the Students' Union to increase voter engagement and turnout as part of the spring officer elections was a great success this year, with the highest ever voter turnout of 37%, one of the highest in the UK. In addition, following a number of years of transformation and development across 12 key areas of work, the Students' Union was awarded the NUS Quality Students' Union Award. I'd now like to invite Amy Goodwin, the SU Academic Rep and Volunteering Coordinator, to present the next award.
The final student award of the night is Academic Representative of the Year. This award recognises an academic rep who has been consistently active throughout the year. They effectively voice the opinion of all students on their course, regularly attend SSCCs, feedback information to their peers in the department, and demonstrate great organisation and interpersonal skills. The nominees for this award are Jake Christie from the Department of Theatre, Film and Television Studies for being consistently proactive in not only collecting and relaying feedback to students, but also working with the department to develop and improve the course. Angela Connor from Psychology for uniting all of the academic reps to collect feedback from across the entire department, ensuring that students and reps feel heard in regards to both course issues and wider issues. Zoe Hain from Physics for consistently voicing feedback and sharing information to students, but also making sure to keep in contact with other academic reps to work together. Jerry Evans from Law and Criminology for collecting and presenting comprehensive student feedback through PowerPoint slides, which contained instructive comments and creative suggestions to help resolve issues. And finally, Oliver Parry from International Politics for ensuring that key points and questions are discussed both outside and within the SSCC meetings, as well as regularly providing students with updates. The winner of this award was nominated 6 times and was described as an active force of positivity and change on the course. Through opportunities for students to come together to discuss ideas and feedback, making sure that concerns are raised at SSCCs and consistently keeping students updated. This academic rep has also helped to develop clear lines of communication between staff and students, as well as bring about change. Multiple students commented on how they feel this rep is reliable and contactable, but it is also clear that they have a real passion and enthusiasm for this role and are keen to make sure they get the best outcome for students, with one nomination saying, "They give us a sense of stability and comfort because we know that they are always in our corner." The winner of this award is Jake Christie. Llongyfarchiadau, congratulations. As the Academic Affairs Officer in 2019-20, I'd like to invite Chloe back to continue the 10-year countdown.
In 2019-20, AberSU University took some huge steps towards becoming a more ethical education provider. With students as the driving force, the university adopted a new ethical investments policy, moving their investments away from fossil fuel production. With this, they also joined organisations across the globe in declaring a climate emergency, promising to achieve carbon net zero by 2030. Further still, students secured institution-wide policy on dissertation printing and digital submissions, reducing our use of paper and allowing all students access to multiple submissions and similarity reports before their Turnitin deadlines. Finally, 2020 also saw AberSu University and the Students' Reunion receive national recognition of excellence, with the university being named Welsh University of the Year and the Students' Union receiving the NUS Wales Education Award for Best Academic Campaign in Wales. I'd now like to invite Professor Tim Woods, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Learning, Teaching and the Student Experience, to present the penultimate awards of the evening.
Good evening. The ultimate award of the evening is Lecturer of the Year. This is awarded to a lecturer that has made an important and lasting impact on their students' academic experience. The winner of this award is someone who can captivate every student in the classroom with a true passion for their subject, energizing the lecture room and inspiring students to do their absolute best. This person will characterize exactly what it means to have an AberSu University education. And what a year we have experienced. As I've worked through the 75 nominations for this year's award, I've been once again blown away by the exceptional praise and extraordinary tributes by students for the dedication of the AberSu staff. Picking out at random some of the comments from the nominations, staff have sparked my passion and enthusiasm, are always on hand to offer reassurance and support, inspired me professionally, phenomenal in making the transition to online learning, gone above and beyond in the COVID circumstances, and my favourite, attending these seminars gave light to the dark days of lockdown. Given the circumstances in which the university has had to work over the past year, this response has been nothing short of remarkable, and I am yet again overwhelmingly proud to be associated with such tremendous and terrific colleagues across the institution who've lifted their teaching to new heights in the face of the considerable challenges posed by this last year. That said, the nominees are Julie Duran-Galeri from Modern Languages for her positivity and thorough explanations which make topics clear and memorable, as well as her reassurance and support outside the classroom. John Grattan from Geography and Earth Sciences for tailoring lectures to reflect current events and providing engaging teaching which allows us to understand topics in a critical and informed manner. Jana Wattenberg from International Politics for showing true passion for topics and using quizzes or interactive murals that help cement learning and create a sense of communality between students. Panna Carlinger from Mathematics in the School of Education for combining quality education with enjoyment by providing helpful resources, clear understanding of topics, and engaging teaching which promotes class positivity and participation. Alistair Shepherd from International Politics for delivering lectures with a combination of enthusiasm and realism, as well as using different technologies to provide interactive lectures with a diverse range of content. Arthun Arwen from History and Welsh History for a commitment and passion to delivering quality online learning while sharing a true passion for the subject that makes the classes interesting and engaging for students. The winner of this award was nominated more than any other member of staff in this category, a testament to the impact this lecturer has had on students. Many of the nominations described their positive attitude and engaging teaching style, which motivates students to participate and learn, as well as their caring nature and willingness to provide support outside the classroom. Furthermore, their ability to explain advanced concepts and provide helpful answers to questions means that students gain a clear understanding of topics. One of the nominations finished with, "Their optimism and positivity has carried a lot of us through this course. Their patience and sense of humour have made even those of us who struggled with maths at school enjoy the subject." So, without further ado, the winner of Lecturer of the Year is Panna Carlinger. Many congratulations indeed. I'd now like to invite Chloe Wilkinson-Silk back to present the final instalment of the 10-year countdown.
So here we are, 2020-21 and the end of our 10-year countdown. This year started with the highly anticipated reopening of Pantycelyn, welcoming a new cohort of Welsh language students into this historic and newly refurbished accommodation. With this, we also welcomed all students back to campus for the first time since March last academic year. Finally, after months of training and internal development, AberSU received the Chwarae Teg Diversity Champion Award, recognising our dedication to inclusivity as an organisation. Of course, due to the circumstances this year, there are many more things that we've achieved together and many more people to thank as a result.
Hello, my name is Trish and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Students' Union, which means that I head up the staff team and that I ensure that the Students' Union operates as it should to be the best that it can be for our students. Throughout tonight, we've taken a look back over the past 10 years. And as part of that, we'd like to thank all of the previous officers for their involvement in tonight's awards, as well as the key role that they have played in shaping the Students' Union and the university into what it is today. Given the unique landscape of the last year or so, we felt that we should dedicate at least part of tonight to recognising the impact of the global pandemic and crucially the collective effort of students, staff and the wider community in responding to the range of challenges that has brought our way. It seems an unfeasibly long time since we were talking about and preparing for a potential pandemic that we had heard that we might need to consider. The last 18 months or so has seen the SU, university and every organisation under the sun reacting, adapting and working in new ways that we could never have imagined. Whilst this has been very difficult at times, it has also been an absolute pleasure to be part of a students' union and a university that has done everything that we can within the rules to make the best of the worst situation. As such, we felt that the hard work, the collaboration, the passion and adaptability of those across the university should not go unnoticed. And we wanted to take this opportunity to look back at their achievements and express a huge debt of gratitude to everybody involved. So, thank you to everyone involved in the various scenario planning, implementation, operating groups behind the scenes, overseeing all aspects of university provision and new initiatives, whether that be planning welcome and orientation, or the setting up and running of a test centre on campus. Diolch to everyone working in health and safety, estates and residences who've been responsible for identifying, preparing and keeping spaces on campus safe, yet friendly and accessible. Diolch to everyone working to deliver and support teaching, learning and assessment, access to resources and IT services. Thank you to everyone from the university and wider community who we have joined as part of the Ceredigion Incident Management Team. Ceredigion has been blessed to have such a responsive, talented and passionate group of people working together to keep our community safe. Diolch to the communications team, all those operating and supporting the COVID helpline and the VC's office for keeping everyone up to date with ever-changing rules and how they affect our campuses and daily lives. Thank you to hospitality and commercial staff who set up and expanded food and shopping campus delivery on and off campus at quick notice and kept new and isolating students fed and watered. Diolch to the International Office and recruitment and marketing staff for supporting our students from all over the world to get here safely, to access their education or to find out about being an Aber student from wherever they are. Thanks to University HR for supporting staff to work safely and effectively from wherever they may be. And lastly, I just want to say a huge thank you to the SU staff team and all our volunteers and officers who have consistently worked to put students first and to stay as active as we could, whatever restrictions might be thrown our way. I'd now like to hand over to Elizabeth Treasure to give out the last awards of the evening. Diolch.
Diolch yn fawr I ti, Trish. Waw, am restr hir a cyflawn. Dwi ddim yn mynd I enw neb rhag ofyn I fi anghofio neb. Dim ond ateg i'r diolch a hynny o waelod calon. Rydw ni'n lycus iawn I gael tîm arbennig o staff, sydd bob amser yn rhoi o gorau, ac yn enwedig dros y misoedd diwethaf. Thank you, Trish. Wow, what a long and comprehensive list. I'm not going to attempt to name names, just in case I forget anyone, but I do want to thank colleagues. I am very lucky to have a fantastic team of staff who always go the extra mile, and they have certainly done so over the past year. Hoffwn I ddiolch I chi fyfyrwyr ac undeb y myfyrwyr am eich gwaith a'ch cyfraniad hefyd. Rydych chi wedi bod yn arbennig mewn cyfnod hollol ddigansail. I also want to thank you as students and the Students' Union for your hard work and contribution this year. You have been exceptional in what can only be described as extraordinary times. The student voice has never been more important because we are a community of learning, and that community is achieved through a partnership between staff and students. I'm so grateful for the constructive dialogue that has happened between us during the year so we could maintain our high quality student experience, albeit different to what we had hoped for. Bydd llawer ohonoch chi gadael Aber eleni, ac nawr fyddwch chi'n cael dathlu eich graddio yn y ffordd yr oedden ni wedi gobeithio gwneud. Rydyn ni'n edrych ymlaen i'ch croesawu yn ôl flwyddyn nesaf ac I ddathlu penblwydd y Brifysgol can a hanner. For many of you, this is your final year in Aberystwyth, and although we are all disappointed that graduation won't go ahead this year, I am looking forward to welcoming you back next year and the university's 150th celebrations. Cyn gorffen, diolch i'r undeb am drefnu'r Gwobrau heno. Mae nhw bob amser yn un o uchafbwyntiau y calendar, a rydyn ni'n gwybod faint o waith sydd wedi mynd I gynnal y noson. Yn y cyfamser, pob hwyl I chi yn ystod y cyfnod asesu a mewn hawch wythnosau olaf a tymor yn ddiogel wrth gwrs. Before I wrap up, I want to thank the Students' Union for arranging the awards this evening. They are always a highlight in the calendar, and I know how much work goes on behind the scenes. In the meantime, I wish you all well in your assessments and do enjoy the last weeks of term. Safely, of course. Yr ober olaf am henw yw adran y flwyddyn. Bydd gan yr adran hon saffonau addysgu a dysgu ragorol ac yn esampl o gymuned ddysgu arbennig. The final award for tonight is the much anticipated Department of the Year. This is awarded to the department that has had the most lasting and tangible impact on its students' academic experience while at university. This department will have impeccable standards of teaching and learning, a strong academic and pastoral support network, and be the example of a positive learning community. Ultimately, the Department of the Year is one that its staff and students will always be proud to be part of. Dyma pwy sydd ar y rhestr fer. The nominees are Department of Theatre, Film and Television Studies for maintaining an incredible standard of teaching despite the many barriers faced this academic year. Department of English and Creative Writing for going above and beyond to ensure students are happy and healthy outside the classroom. Department of International Politics for always putting students first and creating a positive learning environment. Cartref oddi cartref, a disgrifiad y myfyrwyr o'r adran sy'n copio wobyr heno. Adran sydd yn mynd yr ail filltir ac yn un teulu mawr hapus. The winner of the Department of the Year was described by students as a home away from home. While nominations praised this department's continued academic excellence and outstanding efforts within such a challenging year, what was most evident and heartening was this department's dedication to providing a supportive community. From hosting motivation and mental health calls, online events, and even creating an advent calendar full of Christmas trees and animal photos. This department has gone above and beyond to ensure that all aspects of a student's experience at Aberystwyth University is a positive one. Students said they felt incredibly lucky and grateful to be a part of this department's big, happy family, and thankful for the sense of community built beyond the classroom. By having a tangible, positive impact on students' academia and well-being, this department has truly encompassed what it means to receive an Aberystwyth University education. Ar enillydd yw. The winner of Department of the Year is Department of English and Creative Writing. Congratulations. Llongyfarchiadau. I gloi, dyma Chloe Wilkinson Silk ac Elizabeth Manners I ddweud ychydig eiriau. Diolch yn fawr. To close tonight's event, I'd now like to invite Chloe Wilkinson Silk and Elizabeth Manners to say some final words. Thank you.
Diolch yn fawr, Elizabeth. Having the opportunity to not only celebrate this year's accomplishments, but also the journey we've all taken over the last decade to get to this point truly is an honour. As we draw the evening to a close, I'd like to take a final moment to congratulate all our nominees, shortlisted individuals, and of course our winners, and thank you for all you've done to shape Aberystwyth University and provide our students an unforgettable educational experience. I'd also like to take a minute to give a long list of well-deserved thank yous for making this year's awards a great success. To everyone that put forward a nomination for these awards, to all the wonderful presenters, including my fellow officer team and the judging panel, to the VC's office and everyone in the university executive team, to my colleagues at the SU who have organised this event, and to you, the audience, for tuning in and joining us this evening. Finally, I'd like to say a personal thank you to everyone for an exceptional 5 years here at Aberystwyth University. I sat long and hard thinking about what I would say now as a final goodbye, after 3 years as a student and 2 more as your academic affairs officer. With many scrapped pages, I realised that no combination of words will ever truly reflect how grateful I am for the experiences I've had here, and how much they will be missed. 2 years ago, I stood on a shiny second stage, so excited to be part of shaping this institution into something no short of exceptional. And although my time here has been far different than what I'd imagined, exceptional it really has been. With that, as my chapter comes to a close, another one is just beginning. I'm so excited to see what that chapter has in store. I'd like to welcome back and formally introduce you all to your next Academic Affairs Officer, Elizabeth Manners.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth and I'm very excited to introduce myself as your Academic Affairs Officer-elect. I'm so grateful and thankful to everyone who made this possible and so excited to work with all staff and students throughout the next year. I would like to congratulate all of those nominated, shortlisted and awarded tonight. You're all so inspiring and what makes Aberystwyth University truly great. Thank you for all your hard work throughout such a different and challenging year. I hope you're all so proud of this hard work and your achievements.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And I too would like to reiterate my congratulations to you all tonight. And to you, Elizabeth, I'd like to wish you the greatest of luck in your new role. I know you're going to achieve amazing things this coming year, and you will be a credit to this university alongside everyone that we've celebrated this evening. And that's a wrap. Thank you all so much for coming, and please join me for a final virtual round of applause.